It is the Tuesday before Christmas, and all through my house, not a creature stirring except a lot of loudness. I am sitting with one of my most precious possessions. This is a 2012 Gibson Byrdland. The Byrdland, as you'll notice, is a lot bigger than a Les Paul. It's a lot thicker, and it's a hollow body, which means if you're not careful, it feeds back like crazy. Well, the Byrdland was designed as a jazz guitar, and many jazz artists used it back in the 50s. And then along in the 70s comes this young kid wearing buckskin boots and crazy outfits, and he took this guitar and he just changed the entire attitude of it. And he coupled it originally with some big Fender amps, and then he did a bunch of other amps and this and that, but he always had his sound from it. And that guitarist is Ted Nugent, who is one of my favorite guitarists, along with Derek St. Holmes, who played with Ted for years and years. They were a great, great team in terms of vocals and guitar and this and that. Anyways, go on and on. So I'm sitting backstage with Ted a couple years ago in Orange County, and he signed the back of the headstock for me. He said, "Bill, you got to put a Gretsch switch on here," and I still haven't done it, but Ted, I will get around to it. And we had a Zoom call this week, and I got more inspired to spend time with this guitar and try to learn to control that feedback a bit. Nobody plays the Byrdland, it seems, and it's just such a unique and beautiful guitar. It's just, it's a piece of art. One of the cool things about this particular guitar is it is the last Byrdland made with an ebony fingerboard. So it's pretty unique, and I'm very thankful and appreciative to be able to own this and have it in the collection here. I was going to play along with a little bit of bluesy tracks just to see what it sounds like. I've got it plugged into a Hiwatt Hi-5, which is a 5-watt amplifier made by Hiwatt out of the UK. Hiwatt's best known as an amplifier that was used some by Pete Townsend, but most probably Gary Moore. And Gary Moore played a Gibson Les Paul called Greenie that he got from Peter Green of, Fleetwood Mac. And Peter owned it, then Gary Moore owned it, and now it's owned by a rock and roll musician by the name of Kirk Hammett. And Kirk actually brings this guitar, which has got to be worth, I don't know, $750,000, $1 million, something ludicrous. And he takes that on stage on tour, and he jams on it. And that's what a guitar is for. And as I was thinking about that, I thought, you know what? I've got to play my Byrdland more. So here we go. We're going to play a little something. I'm just going to noodle around a little bit, but hopefully it won't sound too bad because I'm not used to playing this guitar. So I have to kind of reacclimate myself to this shorter kind of feel. Wider body, bigger body. I have to kind of get all used to it all over again. So let's see what we can come up with here. Let me just make sure that this thing's working because, you know. Yeah, I think it works. Okay, let's play something. This is in key of A.
Thank you.